This program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
Your New Orleans Pelicans are 2-6, win back-to-back games. Who else would you rather be with to talk about it?
First took away. Yes, with this. Get your money's worth now.
To another episode of Propels Talk. I'm your host, Chris Connor. We got my dog Lito here. Got my dog Five. Shout out to all the good people that support us here. John Deere, Sunshine. We got Fat. I don't know what's going on. All right. We got Scott Vicknair. We got everybody. And of course, we got y'all. We got the chat here, man. So y'all hit the like button when y'all enter the door. So we ain't got to ask y'all to do it later on. But fellas, let's start off. How y'all doing?
We straight, bro. A little bit better than your Wi-Fi, but we here.
I'm still.
You
I'm
better
good?
not. You good not. You good.
Yeah,
You all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, man. Let me see. All right. So we good. Yeah, man. Let's get right into it, man. The Pelicans win 101-99. Let's
101
see here, man. I mean, like, look, dog. I mean, Saddiq Bey hit 22 points. Derik Queen off the bench here, 11 and 7, 3 steals. Jose Alvarado again, 23 points. 13 points, 8 rebounds, closes the game. Jeremiah Fears starts. I mean, look, Queen. Lito, let's get with you here, man. Like, for a team that could not find a way to win a game, close back-to-back close games tonight on the road after a tough win against Charlotte. What are your thoughts overall about the win?
I mean, a gutsy win. You played against a team that was struggling, and that always helps. I think I gotta give credit to the guys for just banding together and just trying to figure this shit out. It seems like the vibes on the floor are high. Like they're actually like playing cohesive basketball. Still got third quarter shit that you got to figure out, but you and I had a conversation earlier about Queen, and not to hijack the whole pod, but I actually want you to reiterate what you said, because you told me something. You said that, look, this thing could work with Derik Queen, and it looks like it is gonna work, but you gotta let Queen be Queen. And you kind of, is he froze? Is the nigga froze? Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right.
All good.
2 man.
Yeah, it's all good. My dog was popping.
What's popping, dog?
Man, I guess we could talk about. You want to talk about Derik Queen?
Man, let's continue it on, man.
Yeah, man. So you and I, and Chris, what's up, Chris? We watched the Derik Queen video, the film breakdown and shit, and I totally understand the outrage. I told Chris this earlier, Five. I totally understand the outrage over the picks. The trade that is to get Derik Queen. I told Justin on the phone a couple of days ago that, to me, this is just to me, without the hype of Cooper Flag, I thought Derik Queen was still the best player in the draft. Like, I think in that draft, for me, I think Derik Queen was I would say probably one of the most complete players. And Cooper Flag obviously came in with the hype. But like I told Justin, when they were on the same team in high school, Queen was the better player, in my opinion. But anyways, how do you feel his game has translated so far? And like, just talking about the film, what have you seen that has translated?
The thing that I think that's translated well is like he already has a skill set, right? There's no need to teach him about himself. Like he was already ready made. There are some nuances that he needs to learn, right? The speed of the NBA he has to get used to, but as far as teaching Derik Queen how to play basketball, he got that. Lito, you alluded to him being better than Cooper Flag. we talked about the game Duke played it at Maryland against Maryland.
Yeah.
Derik Queen was the best player on the floor. Like, there's no debating that he's a gamer, dog. Like when there's smoke, he's the fire. Like he won it all. So, and again, like for a guy like that, like we always go back to is he Willie Green proof? Yes, because what is Willie Green gonna teach him that he doesn't already know? Willie Green just has to allow him to play. That's the only thing Willie Green can do, and I think he understands that right now.
Chris, I kind of wanted you to reiterate what you were saying about Derik Queen.
What
up, Chaz?
Whoa, what up, fellas?
Kind of wanted you to reiterate what you were saying about Derik Queen earlier when you said you got to let Derik Queen be Derik Queen. But I ain't want to hijack your show, but
nah, man. I mean, so look, I mean, the first time we talked about talked on Propels Talk about Derik Queen. I don't know if y'all remember, it was in March. Maryland had played Colorado State, and it might have been a Sweet 16 game or Elite 8. That's when he hit the game winner. And like, you know, that was the first game I watched of Derik Queen from start to finish. And I remember then being like, man, like, bro's so talented, man, but he's doing a lot of standing around. Like, it just, you know, I mean, he's not getting the basketball. But he's demanding the basketball, and I'm watching all these dudes in front of him take all these shots. And I'm like, this dude's the dude. Like, he's clearly the guy. Goes maybe about 4 or 5 minutes in the last few minutes of a game. He didn't get the ball until the last possession. We puts it away. That told me then, like, mentally, that's all you really needed to know about him. Like, because you got to have a different level of patience when you are the kind of player with the kind of gifts that he has. And not just gifts, Queen got confidence. I know people look at it like, you know, he even called goofy and silly and so on and so forth. You see him like at the end of the game, you know, he touching Flag's shoulders, like, you know, like, yeah, man, like, you know, next time, because they, they got a relationship, like, so, right. You know, that's his partner. A few different times where he just excited to make really good plays. And you could see like a 19, 20-year-old, you know, like a young dude out there just really enjoying playing the game. But don't get that twisted. He's a dog. You just got to allow him to do the things that make him special. And part of that was all the Pelicans, not even just Willie Green, have to get over. Because that means you have to give him the basketball in volume. Even when you don't want to give him the basketball, you gotta allow him to see the ball, because even if sometimes when the play not even called for it, he's gonna be able to get you a look that other guys maybe cannot. There was a second half, Trey got wherever he wanted to for the most part on the floor. He couldn't finish anything. That wasn't really the issue with Derik, man. So, you know, Derik, but this is the film. This is what we saw on film. This is what we saw in flashes. This is what we saw with breakdowns. Like, we watched a good majority of this. You just needed to see him have the opportunity at the next level. And, you know, the first couple of games, we saw him be more of a role playing big, kind of doing a little bit of the smaller things. And there's nothing wrong with that, because defensively, that was one of the things that people were worried about. How is he going to play in space? Can he play the 5? Can he do this? Can he do that? Is he quick enough, in drop coverage? How is his reactions? He got 7 steals in 2 games. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not by accident. You know, hell of a player. We're gonna welcome Chaz to the show here, man. Chaz, welcome, man. I know you just got done doing a live stream, man. We missed you yesterday. While we're currently talking about Derik Queen, what are your overall just observations or thoughts about them, about the Pelicans? I mean, they were 8.5 favorites. 8.5 underdogs tonight against Dallas, according to FanDuel. What were your thoughts about Pelicans winning back-to-back games?
Shout out to DQ, man. Shout out to my brother DQ. I say it on the other show. He got more pressure right now than a brother with 100 keys in the trunk and a pistol under the seat. He got pressure on him, but he rising to the occasion. He's doing this thing. I'm rooting for that brother. For the entire team, I say I'm happy, man. I'm happy with the win. You know, for me, regardless of how you feel about Willie Green, even if they're gonna make a replacement with Willie Green, if they're gonna replace him, you still don't want the team to be in a unsalvageable situation. So you want to win as many games as possible, regardless of what happens with Willie Green. But I saw some concerning things, of course. I know it helps that Dallas is one of the worst shooting teams in the league, and Gafford is injured, and PJ had like 11, 12 rebounds and by the third quarter. AD's hurt, Lively's hurt, Kyrie's hurt. It feels good to get for the Pelicans to get lucky for a change, right? Personally, I thought the Pelicans had the talent advantage going into this game, even though it didn't always look like that on the court. Shout out to Willie Green for ending the game with 2 timeouts that he gonna carry over to the next game. Shout out to him. I'm sure he gonna put them bitches in the freezer, save them till Saturday. It's just, look, man, you gotta get lucky in life sometimes, bro. Look, you probably lost a couple games that you should have won with San Antonio and the Clippers, and you won at least one game that you probably should have lost because Cooper Flag, he had a wide open floater that bitch just missed Derik Queen and drop coverage. But it's all good, man. I'm just happy with the win. I'm happy for the guys. Fuck Willie Green. I'm happy for these dudes and their mental health, because if you ain't one of them dudes that's one of Willie Green buddies, and I think we know who his buddies are, but if you one of them outcasts, you want to win at least for your own mental health and sanity. So I'm happy for the players.
Lito, so when you look through the team stats, a lot of the stuff is even. It was a bad offensive game. The field goal percentages are fairly even. 3-point percentage, they got to the free throw lines around the same time. Dallas only had 2 more turnovers. They were tied in assists. Pelicans committed, I think, 3 more fouls. The only advantage tonight was rebounding. And the person that was tied for the lead tonight in rebounding was,
thank you, Rashawn,
Trey Murphy.
Big rebounder in the game. Big rebounder.
Trey Murphy. Lito, he is in a hell of a slump to start the season offensively. Thinking too much, trying to get downhill, can't shoot, can't do this, can't do that. But I would argue tonight was his best overall game because he didn't allow that to get in the way of what he needed to do and impact the game in other ways. The rebounding part, the things we always talked about. Had 2 steals, a block, and had a clutch rebound late. What were your thoughts about Trey tonight? Still continuing to struggle, but finding other ways to impact the game.
I'm gonna answer your question in 2 ways. I'm gonna say this. I didn't see a lot of the game, and I came on the show saying that I was gonna answer your questions in the form of like Willie Green at a post game, and I'm still gonna do that. But before I do that, I'm gonna answer your question in a logical basketball sense.
Yeah,
the things you asked me about, the shot not falling and all that shit, like, bro, that's basketball. Like, your shot not gonna fall, but that don't mean you don't do the other things that help your team win. And I'm not saying he wasn't doing them. I'm just saying he wasn't doing it at a level that we expect after hearing all the talk and all the show from him this offseason. Like, yeah, it's like, you might have been doing it. It just wasn't good enough. There were games. Somebody had a graphic up, a comment that said the Pelicans should be 4-4 easily. Easily. You know what I'm saying? You
appreciate
you
big.
Appreciate you. You get a little bit more from Trey. You know what I'm saying? You get, competency or consistency from Zion. Like it. Looking at this roster, it shouldn't be that. But now I'll answer your question as Willie Green. Chris, I really like everything Trey did out there tonight. He came out, he played with force. He rebounded the basketball like we asked him to. He was just a rebounding machine. And, really, it'd be great if I ran some plays for him. I just don't do that. So he kind of got to figure out this slump on his own. All right.
5. Tied with the lead in rebounding tonight for the Pelicans. Next to Trey Murphy was Saddiq Bey, who was the leading scorer. Pelicans do not win this game without Saddiq Bey. There were parts where they were running their offense. Saddiq was the first person to touch the basketball. Had the hot hand, clearly his best game in a Pelicans uniform, and he did it in a array of ways. It wasn't just he was 4 for 6 from 3, but we saw him get a couple putbacks. We saw him in the post. We saw him as a cutter. We saw him on a break. He did a little bit of everything tonight. And I mean, coming into the game, I don't know when it was clear that Jordan Poole wasn't going to play, but if Jordan plays tonight, clearly Bey's on the bench, so maybe got his name called late. Isn't this what you bring a guy like him in for?
Yeah, man. We saw a clip of DeAndre Jordan talking to Derik Queen after the game, like he was getting an interview, and he told him to stand up. Right, yeah. Like that might seem like very very low ground things that we can kind of pull from, like that ain't nothing, but it really is something. Like veterans are necessary, and Saddiq Bey is another example of a necessary veteran for this team. Like he does everything. Also, he's Willie Green proof. He's had injuries. He's come back from an injury. He's been on multiple teams. Like he understands how the NBA works, and he seems to be always ready for anything. If he's coming off the bench, cool. If he's starting, cool. If the offense is running through him, cool. If he's being the secondary person, cool. If he's the main defender, cool. Like it doesn't matter because it's all basketball to him, right? Like those guys are necessary, especially for a young team trying to figure out who they are. Like he's probably like the most consistent person that Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen have seen. Because every day, like he hasn't been in a slump. Nothing's changing. He's always helping somebody else defensively, offensively. Like that's the guy you need on your team, especially if you're a young team like this trying to figure it out. He's probably beneficial to Trey Murphy as well. Like yeah. I can only imagine 2 to 3 months from now when we're looking back at this and Trey's out of the slump and he's gonna say, man, yeah, Saddiq Bey helped me out at that moment.
Chaz, I think some of the others, right? Guys that played, and when I say others, I say guys that played less than 20 minutes tonight were key for the Pelicans, super key. Kevon Looney had 8 points in the first half. Looked fluid, looked up to speed, looked comfortable. We know what he can do as a rebounder, specifically on offensive rebounding, creating extra opportunities, 6 rebounds, had a couple assists. I thought he played really well tonight. Micah Peavy didn't score, didn't do much on the box score, but I'm going to tell you, dog, you talking about the little things. Anything you could do without a basketball, Micah Peavy did well tonight. Defensively, when he was switched on PJ Washington in the middle of the floor, it was beautiful. Like clearly, PJ got the height advantage on him. Did not give up ground.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
got him again.
Yeah.
But I think I get the point of the question though.
Right.
Man, I was really happy to see Micah Peavy. I thought Jordan Hawkins. I thought he had some interesting makes. Man, all I can really say is that I'm just happy to win. When you're probably not supposed to be in the country and a person asks you something, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I ain't gonna lie, no, because like the thing, I understand the situation with Micah Peavy, right? As far as him not getting run initially. Oh boy, what am I doing? I'm trying to fix this, but I got too much dip on my chest.
I got you, Chaz. Hold on.
Oh, my bad. But what I thought I thought Looney had some interesting possessions. I thought his 2-man game with Trey was pretty interesting. I thought they would lead into some solid looks. I don't want to see Kevon Looney taking these threes. I don't want to see Kevon Looney taking these middies. You could just see how difficult it was to generate looks for this offense, bro. So many times it was, Jose got the ball for like 15 seconds. Then you got to heavy up and throw it to Hawkins. Hawkins in like it's 2 seconds left on the clock. I got to shoot this shit. And it was just so many. I feel like they had like a couple of shot clock violations tonight where they either couldn't get a shot. There was one possession in particular that I remember. Jose dribbles out the ball, dish off the Queen. Queen got a midi. He could have shot it, but he put the ball on the floor. Shot clock violation. It was just difficult for guys to get looks. So that made the little things, the 50-50 balls, the deflections, the just battling on the boards in the first half. That made it, and kind of neutralizing what PJ Washington was doing on the boards in the second half. That made that all that much more important. To me, I don't think this was really a box score game because I'm looking at the box score for some of these guys, and it's just like, nah, you played terrible. I don't understand how Karlo got 10 minutes.
Bruh, please talk about it.
Karlo, look, because, oh my God. Okay, so to me, the second foul is what I should have uploaded the video, but okay. Herb drives, shoots the ball off the backboard. Dallas gets out in transition, throws an alley, dunk on my son Karlo. So I'm taking it personal. Dunk on my son Karlo. Karlo picks up his second foul on some petty, goofy shit. Karlo ends up playing 10 minutes tonight. Like, I just don't understand these rotations. What's the point of this? Willie just fucking awful. So I want to give a shout out to just the players for just giving their all out there. Just these dudes battled. I want to give just a big shout out to the players just for battling and giving their all and overcoming Willie Green, dog. Because ultimately, that's what happened. I thought Jose hit some big shots, couple big threes. I also think he went rogue a few times. Jeremiah Fez, I'm noticing a pattern just with him over penetrating and kind of getting lost in the restricted area, and then he tries to do a pass, and it always ends up being a turnover. But other than that, I think he's another guy that shows poise. Saddiq Bey, I mean, what more can you really say? I think y'all spoke glowingly about him. Thought he played very well. Yeah, man, just going down the roster. Derik Queen, man, Derik Queen had a motherfucking spin move and finish. I ain't gonna lie, boy. It be looking like Derik Queen can't dunk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he can't jump over a sheet of paper.
He can't, because when that block, when Gafford fouled him, I was like, oh, that's an and one. They're like, oh boy, if you get dunked, if you only get dunked. But overall, I thought they played well. And did y'all see the interaction between Trey and Willie?
Nah.
So Willie subs out Trey for Michael Peavy, right? Trey see Peavy coming in. He look at Willie like, the fuck you doing? Now, mind you, Trey did come on. Oh, shout out to my partner E-Dog for that dub. We appreciate you, big round. But so Trey look at Willie like, fuck you doing? Like, I just missed the shot. You'll tell you about the game. So he's like, come on. And Trey drops his hands, walks over to the sideline. I just thought it was interesting, like seeing the dynamics of like these relationships play out in real time.
Oh
yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm done. My bad.
No. I know. Nah, Chris was looking to the left. I didn't know that ball was froze. I was going, but man, Willie Green talked about PV earlier, and he talked about how he saw him getting minutes. He was a tough defender. I seen PV play defense in the preseason, like some 94 feet shit, and man, he a dog. He a dog, and he got a decent enough offensive game. I tweeted something earlier, and I said one of my issues with Willie Green is, I mean, I got a lot of issues with Willie Green.
Yeah. I'm sure it's more than one.
Yeah, like it ain't, it's not just one issue, but one of the many issues I have with him, or probably the greatest one I have, is that Willie feels like he can't do more than one thing at one time. Meaning, like, he feels like if I allow Queen to flourish, I now have to pull Fears back. Or if I'm allowing Queen and Fears to play, Micah Peavy can not get minutes anywhere in the rotation. And like I need people to understand you can have a balance and try to maintain some sort of winning basketball, especially when you have like the young guys. Like, you know, Chris, you and I were talking earlier. You made the trade for Queen, right? And you sort of mortgage your future to make your future present. But it's like if you don't give him the runway, him and Fears, if you don't give them the runway to play and make these mistakes, bro, they gonna make mistakes, bro. They gonna fuck up. That's what they're here to do. But you got to give them the runway to do that.
Can I add to this, Chris? Before I don't mean to stop your wisdom, bro. Here's the thing that really got me tonight, and I thought I was tripping. Your advantage as the Pelicans, which you will rarely have a fucking advantage, but you had this advantage 2 nights in a row, to where you got a mostly healthy big rotation at the 4 and 5, and the opposing team either don't have bigs or they all injured and sick, like in Dallas. We never saw a 2 big lineup ever, right? When PJ Washington had 3 and 1s in the second quarter, 3, right? We never saw PJ Washington had 11 rebounds going into the third quarter. We never saw a fucking 2 big lineup. Why wouldn't you play Karlo coming up the game he had and Queen coming up the game he had? I would think you would want to see those 2 in tandem. You ain't got to worry about Anthony Davis.
They did. They played together. They played together, and like the
top of the third, right?
It might have been the first. It might have been the end of the first quarter. The end of the first. End of the first. They played together a little bit, but it wasn't like. I mean, it didn't last long. I don't believe it lasted long.
I mean, Karlo played 10 minutes, couldn't have. But it's like you got a clear advantage from a size standpoint. Why wouldn't you just run the 2 bigs out there when you're getting killed on the boards? Like, why wouldn't you just run them out there? Like that, to me, it's a clear, easy, small adjustment you can make, especially when you got the lead. Like you up what? I think the largest lead was at 13 points. I think it was like 40 to like 27 or something like that. Then they start like slow walking back into the game. 3-point play. Gafford with a putback. Like, it's just small things, man. Small things.
And they played, Willie played 10 players tonight. You know what I mean? It's and I think like that's something he can do every night and have the minutes, spread out fairly, and have it work. Like Jose played to me the perfect amount of Jose minutes tonight right now. If he's gonna be on this team, he played around 23. Like you being able to play him around 23 minutes. He didn't like he comes back in the fourth quarter around like the 1 minute mark, which is actually perfect. It was perfect for what they needed at that. I think that Fears got off to a really good start, but towards the end was having trouble getting to where he wanted to get on the floor, and created some late shot clock opportunities. But like that can work. You can play five guys. Like you don't, like Lito saying, just because you welcome one person to the rotation doesn't mean an entire player has to sit down. Like you just may have to play one player a little less than you typically would to make room for someone else. Karlo played 15 minutes yesterday. He plays 10 minutes tonight. Looney plays 15 and 15 both nights. But he got a similar setup with, I think Queen played the entire fourth quarter both games. Like okay, you starting to, at least in this stretch, you figured out what you thought would work best. I think he played 26 minutes tonight. But Jordan Hawkins played 20. Jordan went 4 for 13 tonight. And in the fourth quarter, I think he had he had 4 points, but Jordan Hawkins put up 13 shots. Like he probably didn't need to play 20 minutes. There's some with what you're missing right now, there's some things you can do uniquely with these lineups and have it work. If Karlo's in the game, he doesn't have to be a 5. He could be a power forward. Right. Or I mean, who even has to label it if you have Queen and Karlo both on the floor together? Who cares at that point? 5. Something I'm curious about. Pelicans won both of these games without Zion. Are there anything? Well, is there anything that if you were Zion right now, you would be observing and saying, this is what I can do to continue the little momentum that they found now in this stretch without me.
Take if Zion goes back to starting, right? Well, of course, right? And Derik Queen comes off the bench, that's the area I would love Zion to be in, right? Like, don't get outside of that. You should be, free throw line adjacent. Like, that's the only lane you should be running in. You shouldn't be anywhere else. Like, you're really gifted in that area. You can shoot from there. You can drive from there. I would hope you can drive with either hand. You can pass from there. It all makes sense, right? Like with the floor space. But again, like we talked about yesterday, when Zion's there, there's just more help. But that's going to take a level of coaching and a level of thought from the players to be like, okay, when Zion is here, this is probably how they're going to guard it. These are the gaps that we need to get in for all of us to be successful. And Zion has to be a willing passer in that. Not just, yo, I'm better than the guy guarding me. Let me just try to go left. We see that, and sometimes it works, but 9 times out of 10, like the teams adjust to that, and then everybody else is out of rhythm. So that's the area that Zion should try to exploit. Just watching, the Pelicans get 2 wins back to back.
560 people here, man. We appreciate y'all. If you have not, I think that there was a comment up here at some point saying like we had like a quarter of the people in here only had hit the like button. What we doing, man? Like let's run the likes up. 200, 300. 5, go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. I wanted to talk about the other point y'all were talking about, how Chaz brought about the 2 big lineups, right? It will require Willie to do something unconventional. Well, not necessarily unconventional, but just something he's just not used to. I mean, you see the NBA is going to 2 big lineups all over. That's just not a thing he's accustomed to. Like, he's a little late to the party. It's not nothing we didn't know already. But he would have to think, they're down a couple bigs. This is why the NBA is so intriguing, because game after game, your strategy has to change depending on your player. Like, you could have, you know what I mean? Like, you could have like, staples in your offense. Like, this is the type of basketball we can play. But when you're depleted like the Pelicans, or you lack the talent per se, you have to take advantage of any advantage you get night in, night out. So if Chaz called it, look, if the Dallas Mavericks are down big man and you have the, advantage of having that, exploit it. To go, that's the fireable offenses to me. And this is why I don't want to win. This is why I don't, because I don't want it to be like Willie coached them out of a hole. Bro, he did nothing tonight to gain this win. Nothing. No. And I don't want us to skip over that fact. There's nothing he did tonight to help this team win.
Winning in spite of.
It's like everyone else is like Willie seeing everything in black and white, and everybody else got color. Like everybody else seeing all these colors, and Willie just stuck in these 2 dated ways of looking at things, and there's just, bro, you got to be modern and you got to be adaptable. You have to be, and especially when your job, if at no other point in time when your job's on the line.
Man,
is it though?
Well,
from what the latest info I had got, and of course you got to take everything with a grain of salt, is that they evaluating Willie Green up until Thanksgiving. The latest info I got, and again, but to me, ultimately, I felt like they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Honestly, I think the decision has more or less been made. Like, you could tell about how the Saints trade deadline went, that if they gonna keep a motherfucker, they just gonna keep him, because they got several Saints that should have been traded. Like several elder statesmen Saints that should have been traded. I don't give a fuck if a player wants to be here or not. You gotta go. Like, it is what it is. But like, to me, I think a lot of Willie Green's rotations are relationship driven. I think a lot of the minutes, I think a lot of play calling is relationship driven. Because on the real, like if I was Zion, or if I was just anybody, if I'm Poole, if I'm anybody, my first thought would be Trey. I'm sorry, Herb just can't start. Like he can't start. And with the way Saddiq Bey is playing, just put him in the starting lineup, dog. So at least you have a threat, because it's such a trickle down defense. Now I don't know if this is still accurate, but on the season, I believe, and Herb not necessarily a scapegoat here. It's Willie Green, because Herb shouldn't be in this position. I think his 3-point percentage is higher than his field goal percentage, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it was, I believe it was heading into this night. So it just allows the defense to just get away with murder, dog. It just allows the defense to just sink, and it allows one man to be like Deion Sanders on Trey. Like, I'm shutting down this side of the field. This is my side of the field. I don't need no help. They not gonna set no screen. I'm not worried about number 2. I'm not worried about you starting Jeremiah Fez. I'm not worried about even Messi shooting no fucking threes. Like, it would just free up their entire offense. And I just don't understand. Well, I do understand it, because it ain't no way you could tell me that this is not relationship driven when you, and I like Jeremiah Fez a lot, but Jeremiah Fez to be on the second unit, running the second unit. He was already balling. He wasn't playing bad with the second unit. Queen back, Queen balling. Why wouldn't you just pair them together? And because you dying in your non-Zion minutes, why wouldn't you put those two offensive engines in your non-Zion minutes and let them do their thing? Whereas, again, like with Trey in the starting lineup, everybody just suffering because the court is just collapsed, bro. Like it just looks crazy, dog. Like it just looks fucking crazy. And that's, to me, the number one change I would make. I don't foresee it happening, but like, again, like what Cooper Flag shot tonight. Cooper Flag took like 19 shots. Had a
lot of shots.
Yeah, had a pretty good game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Trey, I think he switching on. Trey was guarding him a couple times. PJ Washington went on the run where he was balling. And this is against a team with everybody out. No Kyrie. Luka gone, of course. Anthony Davis out. What's homie name? Lively out. Like, come on, man. Like, let's just do the obvious answer here.
Go ahead, Five.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even that, like, Herb, I don't think it's like a bad thing that Herb would come off the bench. Like he's struggling. It's okay, bro. Like, it ain't like it's like guaranteed. If Saddiq, it's a better space at this current moment, and you need space, that would help everybody. Like, is it for like Herb got paid already? Like, the deed is done. The cake is baked. Like, he got his money. Great. Now let him just play free until he gets his confidence back. Like, Willie just doesn't do a good job of that, like managing emotions. And I think that's a big part of the job that no one really talks about. You have to. Like, if you were to, you mean to tell me you going to drive to Devontae Graham's house and tell him, like, hey, man, I got to start. I got to play so-and-so over you. Like, you can't just tell Herb Jones, like, hey, bro, I got to do this for the betterment of the team. This isn't like a demotion per se, but, you know, let's you get your feet back under you, because he is coming off injury. Like, it is that. Like, you do need time to acclimate yourself or reacclimate yourself to the game. So it's not a bad thing or I hate the fact that it's a negative connotation around it. But, bro, if you're trying to win games, if you want to exploit something, I think you should just make the change and live with it.
I like to give a little bit of pushback to what Five just said. And Chris, I'm not gonna be long with this point, I promise you. Five, you said Willie Green you say he doesn't do a good job of that. I think you really could have just ended it by saying Willie Green doesn't do a good job.
Right. My fault. That's on me. I take accountability for that.
That's all I got. Carry on.
Lito, well, I'm passing the ball back to you, bro. Jose, back-to-back nights of a few plus baskets, shot efficient from the floor. Finished tonight, I think, with 13, had 8 rebounds, got to the free throw line when they kind of needed it the most there, I think in the last minute of the game. What do you do with Jose when his team gets healthy, right? You have to, I think at this point, you definitely have to play him. But what's your thoughts on really how you manage it when, you know?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad, Chris. This doofusy fuck here.
Oh man, Chaz, I was about to totally go ahead.
this doofusy fuck here. He said, so 4 guys on a podcast. Podcast is one word, you stupid son of a bitch. Not even on TV talking about you know more than a coach that's been in basketball his whole life. Well, you stupid motherfucker. He ain't been a coach his whole life. And what's it matter if we're on TV or not? If we write about what we say, you could put YouTube on TV, but you don't know that because you got a fat back black and white, you stupid motherfucker. You wouldn't even know that. TP stand for toilet paper because you have Willie Green's ass. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bozo. Get this loser off my fucking screen. Raggedy son of a bitch. Get him out of here, man. I'm sick of these motherfucking weirdos. These sexual weirdos.
Terrell,
my bad.
Nah, you good. Terrell,
I apologize.
Terrell, I really wish anybody that chose to defend Willie Green. I wish y'all knew how many people that see Willie Green every day don't think he's a great coach.
Bro.
I really wish y'all knew that. Like, I mean that with like all balance and like in fairness. It's not just us up here complaining, talking about Willie Green's flaws or what we don't like or what we can't stand. It's actual people with experience, people that are on TV, people that aren't on TV, people that coach games,
people that play in the game on TV,
people that play. Okay,
people on the team.
Yeah, people on the team, people off the team, former players, current
players for sure.
Yeah,
we talk to them all, brother. Like you know, like this
it'd be unprovoked. You know what I mean? It'd be like they'll reach out to you and let you know what happened. Like, I didn't even. All right, bro. Hey, okay.
Bro.
It'll be a player might hit you up like, yo, call me when you get a chance, bro. Like,
bro.
About what?
Bro.
I'd be like, damn, I must have said something crazy. then it'd be like, bro,
you was right.
Like, look, son. I asked one player one particular game why they played a certain amount of minutes a certain night. Their response was, you know why. Now, what you think that means?
Uh-huh.
What you think that means, Terrell? T-Rail. What you think that
Toilet
means?
Toilet paper.
So yeah. Well, like, I mean, we not like, this ain't like unchecked, bro. This ain't just like narratives that Propels Talk created. Go ahead, Lito.
It's 5. I'm not gonna say this person's name, but at Media Day, the last one we went to, when they rolled out the new court, and Redacted came all the way from the other side to come talk to us.
So you're right.
And for no reason, unprovoked, just sit on Willie for 15 minutes about, you know, the brand of basketball being played. I mean, bro, like, you know, it's so crazy because, I mean, at y'all point, like, you know, just being outside, like running into people, like seeing people in restaurants, or like, you know, they like y'all pod, you know, I mean, I seen the pod, like, you know, you said some shit about you wasn't wrong, and it's like,
my thing always be, motherfucker might say, boy, you said some wild shit, but like, tell me I'm lying,
right?
Tell me I'm lying. See, I'm not a violent man, but I wish I could call my Fruit of Islam partners and have them go through a school and open every fucking door with your face. And just boom, boom, boom. That's what I wish, right? For some of these people, respectfully. I don't mean disrespect. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a violent man.
Because you're not a violent man.
I'm not a violent man. I just know violent people. But that being said, again, like, you never really hear people compliment Willie Green from a strategic standpoint.
No.
You just don't, bro. Like, and it's not. it's not personal. I mean, do I not like the motherfucker? Of course. But that aside, that wouldn't stop me from being objective. You never hear anyone say, man, Willie Green is drawing up some incredible plays out there. Willie Green is just doing. The Pelicans are, for a person that's thought to be a defensive first head coach, the Pelicans the last 2 seasons have ranked near the bottom. On top, ranked near the bottom in the league. On top of that, they're one of the teams at the top of the lucky stat, whereas your other teams are generating open looks. They're just not hitting buckets. And this is not the first time they've been near the top. So that goes to show you that the defensive ranking has been a facade. It's the dude stinks, bro. He just ain't good, bro. It is what it is. That's what I'm thinking.
Lito, how are you gonna manage? How would you manage? Let's not ask about Willie Green. How would you manage, or let's say balance the hub that Derik Queen is with the other talents that need to be around him that also need the basketball? Because I'm selfish. I want Derik Queen to touch the basketball almost every time he's there, but I know that that's not realistic, and that's not the way that it should traditionally go. I just think he's that good, right? But if Jeremiah Fears is on the floor, Jeremiah needs to touch the ball as well. Those two need to be in an action together. But I feel like we just touched we're just touching the surface. Of course, there's 8 games into his career. What's up, brother? We just touching the surface on what he can actually do with the parts that you have. How are you balancing what you've seen in these last 2 games with what's going to happen going forward with, of course, Zion coming back, Poole returning back to the lineup?
Yeah. Yo, this is such an easy, this should not be difficult of how to integrate talent in the offense. Only Willie Green would find that as a tasking event when you the motherfucking coach. You the coach of the team. This should not be something that we should, bro. When people think, to your point, right? You selfishly want to see Derik Queen succeed, so you want the ball, the basketball in his hands, right? People think that in order to have the basketball, or if you're monopolizing the basketball in the game, you have to be playing some sort of isolation, and you don't. You don't. There are plays, sets. It's the execution, the start of a play, the person who finishes the play, who makes the hockey pass, you get the hockey assist on it. It's so many things in basketball where you can be involved, or you should be able to be involved without having to score a bucket in order to make a stamp on a play. You talked about Trey rebounding tonight, right? Five has been bringing up how elbow is such a good set. You just ain't had the personnel for it. Put Derik Queen in a high post. You saw last night, he literally, bro, he's a willing passer. He probably want to pass the ball a little bit more than he want to score sometimes. Yeah. The fact that his vision allows him to see things, and his passing ability gets guys open. He's passing the ball not to the man, but to the spot where he needs to be at in order to get a good look. Bro, the simplest thing to ever exist in the basketball is a pick and roll. And the Utah Jazz showed me for 15 fucking years is nothing you can do to stop it.
Bro. Just 15?
Yeah. I'm just saying, the baseline of it is 15.
Yeah.
You can set a record that'll never be broken with a simple pick and roll and fucking John Stockton.
Hey, hold on, Chaz. Before we go there, but 2 players could be in a pick and roll and can be very, very dynamic.
Yeah.
Who that?
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It can get ugly.
And you can invert it.
You can invert it. Also, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
go ahead.
No, I was just keeping track of this from the Clippers game. There was a point that I was like, let me see how many points that Trey and Zion generate just in actions. They ran about 4 actions. Now, mind you, they wasn't running them back to back to back because it's Willie Green, of course. They literally scored on every fucking action. They scored every time those 2 were in action together. They scored every single time. We probably saw it a total of 6 times that game. It was ridiculous. It's basketball ain't got to be this complicated, dog. Like it really ain't got to be this complicated. It doesn't.
Because Chaz, Willie sees offense as like isolated incidents, like
witchcraft.
Like isolated coincidences. Like, okay, he just so happened to score there, or it's way too many ISO type plays. There aren't many things that are meant to give you confusion. And when you do have those opportunities for whatever the reason being, the player isn't fine. There's so many cuts. There's so many opportunities where a player is flying down the right lane with an opportunity, like hand out Randy Moss out. The ball doesn't see his way. Derik Queen's one of the few people that tries to make the pass, and unfortunately, he made the pass to Trey. Trey does pirouette 3, and then later on in the game, he threw that bitch all the way.
Somebody had the dopest comment in the chat I did, bro. They said the Pelicans got to do that nigga offense. Well, motherfucker throw the ball. That nigga He's like, pass the ball. What are you doing?
You couldn't tell me you couldn't tell me that Jose wasn't taking that last shot when Queen got to the free throw line.
Oh yeah. Even the one where Jose got fouled, I was just like, somebody got to shoot that motherfucker though. Somebody got to. It wasn't Fears' night with the shit that they were running, because they did not make Fears' life easier later on in the game.
But that's the problem, right? Like, you want to say let's go fast because in transition, that way you don't have to be tasked running an offense.
Yeah.
And that's why you get late in the shot clock and nobody's passed the ball, and now it's 10 seconds left, and now you're going to pass the ball to Derik Queen, and he's not and you're going to ask him to keep bailing you out, or Saddiq Bey to keep bailing you out, like Trey Murphy's game isn't built on getting past an initial defender. Now you get paid like that, but that's not his game right now, right? So that's why you have to be creative in your offense, in your thought process. Like, it's necessary. And then you're putting a ton of pressure on your point guard by doing that. Like, he's young, and Dallas has a bunch of rangy defenders. Like, it's going to get, like, remember when I said this? I said he was going to hit a wall. I said this shit. I said, Jeremiah Fears, you're playing great right now, but eventually you're going to hit a wall. And I hope you get to that wall quicker, because I know you're going to get past it. But God damn it, it's happening. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think Trey's in a weird spot right now offensively with the team. Like, I'm curious
why
with them. Well, because he's already behind the 8 ball, because he's not going to have a bunch of easy opportunities created for him that's going to free him up and allow him to take, wide open shots or have open opportunities at the rim. So most of it has to be created for him. And it feels like, I see somebody that's in a rush to create, because he may get 3 or 4 or 5 possessions that go by in which he's not going to see the basketball, because, okay, Jeremiah Fears is the point guard. He's gonna see the ball. With Derik Queen's in the game, Derik Queen's gonna see the ball, and he's a better creator than Trey is, right? So Trey not in a position where you're throwing them. You're not isolating a block for him. You're not isolating a side for him. And if you're not getting in transition and finding him, if Jordan Poole has the basketball, like outside of Zion being in the game, and outside of them, unless they are consistently putting him into action, I don't see a rhythm and a flow to Trey's game. And that's why I worry, because you probably have more guys that are now going to be in the game to have the basketball in their hands. And when they get healthier, you are going to add even more. And that turns Trey more and more into year 2 Trey, year 3 Trey, to where he's more and more of a role player. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem, but it's not the guy you saw last year, and surely I don't think it's the guy you're paying him to be. And if you don't have creativity to get him easy, but like Trey used to be one of the more efficient players on the team. He's been the most inefficient player on the team to start the year. I don't think that's by accident. So that's why I worry. As long as Willie Green is still available, it's still on this team, and they continue to have more offensive players out there that rightfully so are gonna have the basketball outside of transition. Where exactly is he going to eat until his three ball starts to hit?
I was just gonna say, I think this process for Trey is necessary right now. I think it's totally necessary. You might have, won the battle against Willie Green by getting your contract, right? But I also think you're almost seeing what Brandon Ingram had to go through.
Yeah, boy, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's almost like, when he thought like, oh, I'm just gonna take Brandon's spot and I'll be one of the creators now. But now they draft another guard and then they get Derik Queen. Now, oh wait, I don't have the ball as much. And now naturally that's just not his thing, right? Maybe in transition, but naturally, like in the offensive half-court, that's not him. And you can kind of tell. But he needs this. Like, he needs failure. And what was super impressive tonight, like, he had to attack rebounds. Like, I saw Trey Murphy get 2 boards like a grown man tonight. The one over Najee, I believe it was in the first half or the third quarter. And then the last one.
Yeah, that final was nice.
Those are 2 grown men. I can win the game rebounds.
Yep.
Because I need you to keep that, because eventually the shot's gonna fall. But keep that same energy moving forward, because at that point, then you'll see your game really grow, and you'll know how to get through these slumps, because eventually it'll come back.
I think
how many Chaz, real quick, how many creators would you rank, like, when healthy, above Trey in this team on this offense right now?
It's funny you say that, because that was actually what I was about to say as well. I think the issue is, it's not only that you got too many cooks in the kitchen, you got the cooks in the kitchen directly negatively affect your only couple of advantage creators. And that's like, with Willie being so petty with the rotations, that's like nobody's scared of Jeremiah Fish shooting no 3 from the top of the key. Like, no one cares. Like, no one's scared. No one cares. Right? Even if he hits them, no one cares. No one's scared of you doing a dribble hand, a 2-man action between Looney and Herb, and a fucking dribble handoff. Herb at the top of the key, doing shooting pull-up jumpers. No one cares. Like, that's what I want as a defense, right? So if I'm Trey and I'm going 3 and 4 minutes at a time, like in real time without a shot, it's like, all right, you freezing me out pretty much. You're keeping me cold. Because it's happening with Zion. Again, it's happening with Poole, and just from when he gets on the floor in the rotation, because from shoot around to when you're in the game, that's a long time coming off the bench in real time. So it's just bizarre, bro. Like, to me, again, Fizz, big fan, shouldn't be starting. Herb, fan, shouldn't be starting. You shouldn't be starting, bro. It's nonsensical. Like, it ain't like you having all this success with it. Like, I just think it's strange that you've changed the lineup several times. Some of it due to injury, some of it due to pettiness. And Herb's still in the starting lineup. Like, he's playing entire quarters. You see no one's guarding him. The offense ain't really there. Like, the defense ain't there. It seemed like a simple low-hanging fruit adjustment to make, to put your 2 best players or 3 best players into the actions, and it's just not happening.
Lito, how many creators on, like, when healthy would you rank above Trey right now? And then after you answer that, I want to ask you a follow-up question.
Self-creation or creation for others? Or we lumping both in?
Make it a hybrid. Make it a hybrid.
It's mixed.
Yeah.
Mulatto.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Big Mom.
Okay. Go ahead.
I would say DeJounte.
Okay.
I would say Queen, Zion, Fears.
Okay.
And I mean, I would say Jose probably has more natural ability to do so. You know what I'm saying? The thing about being a guard, especially a small guard, is you're used to having a basketball and used to having to find angles to attack because Jose is not the fastest, not the tallest, not the strongest. I would say after that, you probably get Trey.
So that's about like 5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
What type?
I mean, her. No. I'm just
no, because I'm asking, right? Like, he's gonna be on the floor with those guys.
Hey, you see Chad's face? That's why I said that shit.
Yeah, boy. Oh man.
So, but I'm asking though, like, it's basketball, so he has to adjust. Like, and it's not like this isn't like one to him, and there's ways that he can play off of that. But for someone like him, who was surely anticipating a leap in usage, surely anticipating a leap with the ability to do more as a creator, as a scorer, as an isolation player, on multiple dribbles, 3, 4, 5 dribbles, as a playmaker. Like, now you look up and he got 5, 6. I mean, what did you say? Poole?
Oh shit! I forgot about him.
So as a basketball player, well, as someone like Trey, he's gonna be able to find a way to adjust. But my question is, how do you do it? Because I'm sure what he envisioned is way different from what he's experiencing now, 8 games in.
So Chaz, I want to hear what you had to say. I just want to finish this point. Like,
of course,
I think that for me, when you talk about the creation, like I really don't. I mean, obviously the open, like drive and kick type pass. I don't need Trey to be really initiate the offense for other people. And to be honest with you, man, I was listening to a clip from Carmelo Anthony earlier, and I think this would help Trey a lot too. Obviously he's a great 3-point shooter, but a lot of times when he's dribbling or setting up his dribble against a defender, he's doing that to take a 2. It's not like he's doing that to take a 3, which is his superpower. So, in my opinion, if you're trying to get 2 feet into the paint or 2 feet in the lane, why not start at the elbow? Why not catch the ball in the spot where you're 6'9", 6'10", however tall Trey is, where you what happened, Chad?
I'm reading these comments.
Oh,
well, I missed DeJounte bad. I'm a DeJounte fan, but what the fuck? What DeJounte did last year? Shout out to DeJounte. God damn, JD.
Nah, but you could you catch the ball. Trey catch the ball. Let's say mid post, and he's got probably a shorter defender on him. All you got to do is turn around and just shoot the basketball. It don't have to be dribble into the, like, I feel like this is me. I feel like he's over simplifying the game. He's not making it as simple as it is to get. You got the 100 million by doing X. Continue to do X. You don't need to do X, Y, and Z now. Keep doing X. X is gonna literally bring you generational wealth. You're on a path for that. I think also I think one dribble, 3 dribbles at the most, right? Like you saw 3 dribbles at the most. Rod shoot the ball, floaters. Like he's athletic enough to where he can do that. Now the footwork, I would say, will help him if he is a better. Getting better footwork will help him. Getting better balance would help him because you can't dunk everything.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he should have dunked on Gafford.
Yeah, I agree. On that reverse layup he missed.
Yeah. Hey, no. Put Buddy through the rim.
Yeah.
We're not even seeing him attempt we become accustomed to when Trey gets a full head of steam, Chaz. He's attempting to dunk the ball. Whether
we saw
he
it several times last game, right? Like, I think I agree with Lito as far as like it's the KISS method, man. Just keep it simple, stupid. Not calling Trey stupid. I'm really talking about Willie Green. I'm looking at Lauri Markkanen. To me, Trey's player comp is Lauri Markkanen at this stage, right? Lauri Markkanen's a guy that gets a lot of his shots, assisted back. It's driving kick, give it to him on the corner, pin downs, what have you, right? Lauri Markkanen tonight went 8 for 22 from the field, but 12 of those attempts were from beyond the arc. My thing is, Lauri Markkanen is an all-star, $40 million guy. Just run out. If you're going to get traded looks, just do my thing. Just do what you did last year. If you're Willie Green, what's with this point Herb? Like, what's the meaning of this? Like, what's the meaning of this? Like, put him into action with Zion. Put him into action with Poole. Like, what are we hoping to accomplish here? Like, even if you had a situation where you're just like, all right, look, Dre, all that you handling the ball, we're not doing that no more. From now on, we just want you to catch and shoot. It's like, I would feel better if he was just missing wide open shots. It's like motherfucker taking a lot of desperate heaves. It's like the offense is just, to me, it's just bizarre, dog. Like it's really bizarre. And to me, it's just too personal. Like it's just way too relationship driven. The offense just look crazy, dog. Like it just look crazy. Willie's on the pipe. Willie's on the pipe. My dog, Willie's on the pipe. Like it's just. The fact that Trey didn't take like 22 shots tonight, or the fact that he didn't get 10 threes up, like, he shot like what, 6 threes or something like that? Went for like 1 for 6. Yep. That's ridiculous, bro.
How many of them was catch and shoots?
Probably like maybe if he shot 6, I looked at a couple plays, maybe 3 of them was catch and shoots. A couple was bailouts. The one, I think when he had that air ball, that was like at the end of the clock heave, if I'm not mistaken. Fierce created a nice look for him on the left wing. He missed that one.
He missed that one. Yep.
But it's like, oh, where are the wide open looks? In the first couple games, I even saw Jordan Poole missing like a couple open looks from the corner, things like that. But at least you was generating some open looks. Now you're just not generating open looks, period. The shit look crazy, dog.
You know what though, Chad? I think part of it is roster construction. Because I think you got a lot of you have a lot of players right now that are like you don't have a bunch of selfless players, and I think that's that's part of the problem. One of Micah Peavy's best, I think, attributes, if he continues to play, is that he's selfless. He knows
junkyard dog.
He's a role player. He knows that his job is not to overstep, but Saddiq Bey ain't turning down an open transition opportunity to get a ball to Trey Murphy.
He ain't turning down nothing. His collar.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not. He's not. Whether you agree upon it, or not, like if Herb got an opportunity to go downhill and Euro or get to the free throw line and get a layup, more than likely what he's gonna do. If Jordan Poole has the basketball on a break and say it's me or you, it's me. If Zion gets the check, like you got a lot of guys on this team that, like, I mean, their job is to put the basketball in the bucket. You know what I mean? You don't have a ton of guys that are just Jordan Hawkins. You were drafted to be a scorer, to be a shooter. You get 2 assists, we throw a parade. I don't go ahead.
No, I just said I thought he was gonna put Buddy in the rim.
That dunk, I ain't seen a dunk get blocked in a long time though. Then it was a block from behind too, right? Like yes.
I thought he just missed it. I thought he missed it.
I thought he got blocked. Did he miss the dunk?
I thought
one got blocked and he missed another one.
Oh,
I'm talking about the reverse one. Like he was going with his right hand and went left.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the 2-handed dunk.
Oh no!
Damn.
He missed a couple of them.
Give him some credit.
I'm
trying to give him some credit. God damn.
It's the hand. It's the hand, man.
Yeah, I just think It's too much freedom, though. Like that, I think that's really what it boils down to. Everybody think they're on a level playing field where it's like, nah, I want the dudes making $20+ million taking the shots. Now, and you take Poole out the lineup, like what does that do to the hierarchy and confusion of what's happening here? Like, come on, though. John Hawkins and Herb should never have more shots or equal shots to Trey Murphy if Trey played the whole game. That just should never happen.
Shot more shots in 20 minutes than Trey Murphy shot in 38 minutes.
Bro, I've been saying this the whole
Zion too, right? My bad, you
know. No, 5. That's why I've been saying this the whole 7 games or so. I don't think Zion has shot over 17 shots or 16 shots.
I think he went like 8 for 19 once.
19
something. These dudes too friendly, though.
Bro,
they too friendly, though. Lito, they too friendly, bro.
Bro, Chad, we always say follow the money, right?
Right.
If I'm looking at this shit, the person who making the most money on this team is Jeremiah Fish.
Like you couldn't tell me Jose ain't making $50 million a year. You just couldn't tell. Like, you think Tyrese Maxey is gonna be in the corner just chilling while motherfucker dribble the air off the ball, like while Herb said, I got it, and throw the ball off the backboard? No, everybody against Herb, so it's gonna be a fight. You can't do this. You just can't do it, dog. It just look crazy, bro.
Dog, that's kind of crazy that you mentioned that, Lito. Spears and Saddiq Bey led your team. Spears, Saddiq Bey, and Jordan Hawkins led your team in shot attempts tonight.
Mentality.
$100 million man. Yeah. That can't happen.
Oof. But
mentality, bro.
Hey, but that's about that part. Part of that is about the coach you have on your sideline. Because the real coach is even, and see, this is what I want people to understand. Even in a win,
unhappy.
Like certain practices and wins create future losses. Certain habits in good days create really bad days. You know what I'm saying? Like some days you just get lucky, and like I'm happy that the team won, dog. But like you gotta realize, like we've been talking about this for a while in regards to practices and like, you know, just because somebody makes the shot doesn't mean I can't have a conversation with you about, hey, bro, you gotta find bro in the corner. Good opportunity, but that's not the right basket. That's not the right play to. Like we can't, like that's not going to work for you every single time. That's not how we want to play. Right. And to Five's point, always, when you don't have a specific way that you want to play, a specific rule of principles and standards in your offense, on your team, your structure, people just out there doing what the fuck they want to do. And like you mentioned as well, Chad, too much freedom. That's what you consistently see. And the only way to get over that is to overwhelm people with your talent. And that's night to night shit in this league.
Let me ask y'all something. Why y'all think we didn't have this problem last year? I think Five made a great observation from the standpoint of it was a play maybe in the first game, Zion going downhill. He missed Saddiq Bey in the corner. And, you know, Saddiq Bey was the fact that Saddiq Bey did this is crazy. But Saddiq Bey, like, yo, I was open. And Zion, like, I got you next time. Next time he made the pass. But it's just like, nah, if I never make the pass, motherfucker, I'm the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he did acquiesce and make the pass is interesting. My thing is like just going from last year to this year, it just looked like all of the restrictions is all. It looked like straight up get it how you live basketball out there, dog. It just looked wild. It's kind of like what the hell to me.
Dog.
It's what the hell.
Dog. Y'all remember that? You remember that? I think it might have been J.R. Smith where he was talking about playing in New York, and he was they ran a pin down. JR cut on the backside. He's wide open underneath the goal. Melo was on the right, I believe the right elbow, and he shot like a turnaround fadeaway, some shit like that. And like JR running back to, I think it was going in the half, running back to, you know, Melo yelling at him like, Melo, why you pass me the ball? Why you pass me the ball? And like he was like, Melo was just like ignoring him. And then like once they got to the locker room, Melo's like, because I fucking practiced that shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like
this is what they paid me to do.
This is what they paid me to do. I'm the $100 million man.
Bro, what was the dude in Indiana? I guess we can move on to Super Chat. What was the dude in Indiana? It was the end of the game. He shot the ball, and Paul George was like, in the post game, he was like, boy, you better never do that again. I remember my shot. Don't ever do that.
That wasn't George Hill. It wasn't
it was the dog skin dude with the big ears.
What CJ Miles.
CJ Miles. I was about to say Darius Miles, but CJ Miles was all right as a role player.
I'm pretty sure it was CJ Miles.
Paul George, I don't like how Paul George handled that. Like because that's something you keep in the locker room. But he said,
"Yep,
man, I gotta take that shot. Like, what are you doing, son? Like don't ever do that." And this team just don't got enough assholes, dog. It feel like that's the story for the entire iteration of the team. That's why your coach got to be one. But he's just
exactly.
Yeah,
when you don't have that, that self. When the players aren't the ones that end up kind of policing this shit, you got to have a coach that's able to organize it, and they just simply don't. I want to ask you before we get to these super chats here. So Pelicans got they have a couple days off, and then they got San Antonio Saturday. They got Phoenix on Monday. I remember that actually. They was playing Cleveland, I think. If I remember. So yeah, they have San Antonio
9 years ago.
I do remember that.
Damn,
he bricked that motherfucker.
That was how many years ago?
That was 9 years ago.
God damn, really?
My dog Paul said, I gotta get that last shot.
Yeah,
I gotta get that last shot.
Hey, then
Paul George was like 14 since then.
That's what I'm saying. That's 9 years ago, bro. He played for the Thunder. I feel like he been with the. That's crazy. But anyway, CJ was laughing at him on the bench when he missed the shot.
When he missed that mug. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
Boy, that'd have been CJ last night as a Pacer. Like, oh, you out of here. Don't worry about it.
So they have San Antonio Saturday, Phoenix Monday, and then they're back in the city Wednesday against Portland. We'll see what's up with Zion if he's out for into later next week or beyond. But have you guys seen anything to make you think that they have any additional wins coming up in these next few games? Can they keep some of this momentum going on? Are there things that they're doing that can carry them into more positive success in these next few games they have coming up?
Keep that rabbit's foot.
Who they play Saturday?
San Antonio.
Well, Harper's hurt. I don't know how much it matters. We know
Harper's
hurt.
hurt?
Yeah, he got a calf strain. I know.
Okay.
Man, I'm about to say somebody said some whole ass shit about Dylan Harper. I thought that was some whole shit. But Derik Queen's the Wemby stopper, so maybe. But
I don't say that.
I just
Willie Green will start him.
Yeah, yo, you go out there and be great. Just what? So what do you want me to do? Just be yourself.
You got it.
You got it.
Be free.
Yeah, be free. Shine bright like a diamond. But yeah, Darren Fox. You know what? If it is Darren Fox's first game back, that's probably the best sign to play him.
Oh shit!
I'm not sure. Trey say Fox could be back any day. And one thing about Darren Fox, he hates playing the Pelicans because he gonna shoot every motherfucker tip he can take. So I don't see nothing that got no carryover though. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. What you think, Five?
Nah, man. I'm just waiting on the opportunity to with my bag, man. That's all. If y'all need a bag, y'all let me know, man. Custom brown paper bags. But until Willie gets fired, this isn't really a shot at the team. I like the players. I just hate the coach. Willie Green coaches like a Disney Channel coach. That's how he coaches. Yeah.
I fired him, coach. Lito, what you? It was me. I fired him.
I touched it last.
There you go. Yeah. Sportsmanship. Yeah. Now, you think here in these next few games, whether a Zion return is imminent. I think that they have. So after San Antonio, they have Phoenix on Monday, and then they have a homestand here, I believe, of like 5 or 6 games, something like that. Before they get back home, do you think that there's anything here over the weekend and a Monday, or that you've seen for these past few games that they can carry over into, even if they don't win the next 2 or they split them or whatever the case may be, not get blown out by 30?
Look at the fucking bar. the bar is just in hell. It's just
They won 2 in a row, bro. Like they about to go on a winning streak or what, man?
I think they got San Antonio second half of back-to-back. I think someone said that. So
that's key. That's key.
Yeah.
And then it's not like Phoenix. Phoenix isn't a great team, right?
Yeah.
But the Pelicans. So,
trends, man. Keep playing the rookies, man. Keep playing the rookies, man. Find some more time for Karlo too.
You gonna need him. That's so interesting, dog. It's so clear when you watch Karlo that he needs to be on the floor, dog. It's so
10 minutes, dog.
clear. It's so clear. He's doing something that impacts the game that no other big on this team can do. And Willie just say, just can't. I mean, you find a way to stop people from playing. You can find a way to have to increase the time of somebody playing. It shouldn't be that difficult, but it is. Let's get to the super chats and get the fuck out of here, man. 400 people in here still, man. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
I'm there from Trey. When super chat, I'll be back to you, Trey. Josh, missed the 500th episode, but as always, salute to y'all boys, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Josh. Okay. Brian Ross said, "Did y'all see Queen tell Jose to slow down there at the end? Way to take charge, Rook."
Shout out to DQ, man.
Willie said DQ be out there telling people where to be.
That brother be talking.
Yeah,
doing his job.
You probably can't understand him, but he be talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. Let's see. Bo Big HHB.
Whoa. Appreciate you, brother.
Man. Appreciate you,
Bo
dog.
Big.
E-Dog.
With that dog.
Here's a Queen flag.
Oh.
Okay, I appreciate you, dog. I'm on Kenwa time. Cheers, gents.
Whoa. Cheers, mate.
That boy Japan? Wow.
Boy, full of that sake.
Boy, Okinawa.
Yes, sir.
504 boy, as always, for professionals. What'd that say, Lito?
Why you ask me the area code of Japan? Never mind. For professionals. Shout out to 504.
Appreciate that. Our dog Ronald OG, fellas. Thanks for always bringing the real and Chaz for calling out pansexual weirdos.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother Ryan. Thank you for that salt buck there, brother. Yes, sir.
Let's see here. DJ Trauma Gaming, man. I hope you laying off the perks, brother. By Zion, we got your replacement. Stay injured. Jesus Christ. Hey, I meant to look, because y'all know how this go.
Yep.
Couple wins. Zion ain't there. Injured again. What y'all like? Do y'all? How much more would you have to see before you like? Fuck it. At this point, this is just we need to punt now, or are people just overreacting to the Pelicans just winning anything to start the year?
Oh, if I didn't watch the game, I would probably overreact a little bit too. But man, Trey Mann looked like a fucking a foot action mannequin bootleg Iverson, and he was beating the piss out the Pelicans the other day. Like it just been so. The Pelicans still look very bad, dog. I don't know.
Yeah, man, trauma. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that simple, man. I mean, I think, hey, if you had a better coach, you would be thinking a little bit more about what any good talent coming back to your team could do under the right circumstances.
You know what? I told somebody. I said, if Willie Green was fired after the Denver game, I think Zion and Poole would have played tonight. I think Zion would have played last game and Poole would have played both of these games. I just think Willie Green not getting fired is really weighing on people mental, and it's having a real domino effect.
Definitely weighing on my mental.
Facts.
Lito, thought about Derik Queen nickname being called the Big Treat.
Oh God! Shout out to Rod.
The other one.
Shout out to Rod.
Rod. Fucking Rod.
The other one was
no, man.
the Big
Shout out to
Blizzard.
Rod Walker.
Nah.
Why it can't just be the Blizzard? Why it gotta be the Big Blizzard?
It gotta be everything. I don't know, bro. Whatever it is,
Why
it
they
gotta
can't
be
just call
big,
him
bro.
Derik? Why you can't call him
It's
Derik?
not enough. It's not enough.
Respectfully,
Big
I can't call that brother that. Like nah, man. Respect to Rod.
What's wrong with it?
Everything.
Yeah,
It's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a 3-word nickname for one. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Well, listen. If we like, y'all know, it only takes a certain amount of time before it's said before they add it to Basketball Reference.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, dog, but I think, the better the more he start playing well, dog, you're gonna hear people calling him the Big Treat, bro. I'm not.
I'd rather. That's what I'm saying. I said the Big Easy, and that was it. Like, just keep it simple. But nah, I can't go with the treat.
Shout out to Portland, getting rid of that saboteur motherfucker, allegedly that bald head saboteur motherfucker, and now they putting the boots to OKC. So shout out to them. See,
are they really?
Yes. They up 5 with about 30 seconds left. I'm sure Shea gonna flop and OKC might win the game. But Portland, aside from the Lakers loss, has had some impressive victories with Tiago Splitter. I didn't know Tiago Splitter was still like in the country. I thought he really retired, got his money and went home somewhere. But Tiago Splitter got that team fucking balling. The talent is there. Just get Willie Green out of here.
Man, I was about to say, Chaz, you know it's crazy because it just sounds like a different voice, like a fresh message. It got him hooping, man.
Just get him out of here, dog.
Shout out to our dog Trey Alexander, man.
Whoa, Trey.
What up, Trey?
Out here in Alex sitting next to the Pelicans bench, the vibes are improving. The coaches and Jose are coaching the Big Treat hard. What y'all think?
You going?
Well, I had to read that twice. That's what I said.
Huh?
Y'all heard what Joe Meyer said?
No,
I didn't.
Nah. What? Nope. Nah. And you ain't got. Nope.
I hear what you say.
No. This on me. I won't call that brother that no more. Don't say that. Don't even repeat that, Follw.
What did he say, Follw?
The past 2 nights, Joe been saying some flagrant shit.
Flagrant, dog. AD couldn't even like let it pass.
Joe was drinking that private stock in the old Irish mall. See, like, fucking, what's it matter?
Yeah, man.
Joe, funny dog.
Shout out to
Ain't
Joe.
even time for him to bet on the horse races yet, man. Come on, Joe, get it together, bro. Jesus Christ.
It'd be a shame if Willie Green was caught betting. It'd be a shame. It'd be a shame if the cops get a load of this tape.
It'd
just be a shame, bro.
Hey, Chad, if Willie was caught betting, what would he get caught betting on, bro?
Well, probably bingo or some goofy shit. Like there's so many like you went to jail for that. You going all the way for that?
Pinochle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker in a baccarat ring.
$2 million in cricket bets? Are you kidding me?
Oh my god,
Willie, what you went to jail for? Pity pat.
Yeah, motherfucker, pity tournament. We finally got him.
All right, Queen is 100%. Oh my god! Oh wow. Queen is 100% what we expect Zion to be. It's time to cut bait and recoup assets. No love lost. Those two just can't operate on the floor together and flourish.
How would you know that?
I disagree fully with that.
How would you know that?
I disagree fully with that. Derik Queen is the type of player who him and Zion would be. They would play very well together. Yeah.
That's something.
I just
in peace.
Put more pressure on my dog Queen than he already got on him. To be honest,
but Chaz, I forgot about the pressure until you said it earlier. He ain't playing like it. But see, that's the thing. He ain't got to.
He can go out there and be free because the pressure really on it. Like with him, he got his money regardless. He got money regardless, right? He's like, well, fuck. I just gotta be me, and wherever I land in this spectrum is cool. But for Joe Dumars, now it's just like, no, you know, I need you to be, what I think you are. Like whatever the fuck that is, I need you to be that. Like
now,
like,
Joe checking on him every 3 hours. Hey,
you
working
right?
on your game?
Yeah, you
Hey, you got my text? What? You see that film? Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, want to come over tomorrow and watch some basketball?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
right,
yo,
man.
DQ.
Let's see. Queen needs to. Let's see.
Hey, spin move was nasty though.
Yeah.
For that dunk. Very nice.
Had Clay in the rodeo. Brian Ross, you take the win, but a lot of not knowing what to do in isolation there at the end.
Oh man.
Shit. Hey, Brian, I'm not saying you're wrong. When do they know what to do in isolation? At any point in time.
Bro, the two final isolation plays I saw was, and I didn't like the last play with the Clippers when Zion got to the line. God, I feel like Zion was gonna miss that motherfucker. Them free throws, he made them both though. And the behind the back midi bucket at the end of the game and against San Antonio at home. But other than that, man, these dudes be out there freestyling, dog. It look wild.
Figuring it out. Shelby, good result doesn't always equal a good process. Exactly. Willie needs to be fired regardless of the record. Wouldn't it be something if he got fired after a win?
Yes,
that would be smart.
Boy, that would just be peak, take your money and run. Oh, I would love to see it.
You know what I mean? After a win, like
what the old black people say, like you gotta have some couth. Like that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would
be fire. That would be fire.
Rashawn Nash, friend of the show, bro. Appreciate you, dog.
Rashawn, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Rashawn.
Spectacular. Chaz, do the Pels start Fears and Queen together?
I wouldn't do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's time for my brother Fierce to keep cooking them second units so he can find his rhythm. And you know, it's just tough to find your place in the offense when you're playing with other offensive threats. And I never want to see a Fierce, Jose, and Hawkins line up again. I just don't want to see it. I just don't need to see it. You know, it's unnecessary.
Got news for you, buddy.
Yeah,
got news for you. Saturday, Lito, does Queen remind anyone of one of your favorite players, Boris Diaw?
Yo, somebody said that too. That's interesting.
Is it the herky like is it the herky jerky shit? I don't know how to really describe it, but the Boris wasn't the most athletic fella.
You said the bad builtness.
Yeah.
Was that he built like Boris?
Just taller.
Yeah.
Like we talking like late Boris, like San Antonio Boris? Because Phoenix Boris, he wasn't. Because Boris was called like the Francis Magic Johnson. So that's the
cold, dog.
Boris was all right, man. Boris ended on that. Boris during that Spurs run. Boris was all right. Somebody said that in chat earlier too. I think it's a very interesting comp.
Yeah,
maybe like later Boris. I could see that.
Yeah,
Boris the hoop, son.
Let's see. How y'all think of a Poole? Shout out to Marley G. How y'all think of Poole, Trey, Zion, Derik Queen, and Karlo lineup? Not starting five, just a lineup.
I like it.
I like it.
Transition would be nice.
I like it because you get a chance to put players in areas where they actually work. Like Karlo being in the corner isn't foreign to him if he has to be. You get natural space with Poole and Trey. Zion is Zion. And if you want to put Derik Queen in the dunker spot or in the fucking in middle of the free throw line, I don't fucking care. I love the lineup. But guess what, Marley G? You'll never fucking see it. You'll never fucking see it.
It doesn't matter what your name is. Nah,
you'll never fucking see it. You'll never fucking see it. Marley G again. Zion could go right, but nobody could stop him left. Why stop, Lito? I think he's talking to you, bro.
That's terrible. That's fucking.
Oh, no! I was reading the super chat for some reason. I'm tripping.
So like, I don't like. I know my ABCs. Do I need to stop learning in pre-K? Like I. What? Fucking.
You ever cook crack in the air fryer?
I can't. Huh?
I wouldn't be shocked if Willie has. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, he don't look like he get a lot of sleep. You know what I'm saying? He up doing something.
I just
appreciate that, Spinal. Appreciate
professional basketball player, Chris. Professional basketball player. Can't make a right hand.
My right hand.
You can't like what?
Follw football. So we gonna turn on the blender after wins. I ain't gonna lie to you, Follw football. I don't know what this means.
He might be talking about DQ.
I'm
guessing. I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
All right. Hot take. Young prospect. I dog with the 5-piece here. Zion Queen, Karlo, Jax, Poole, Jose, and Fear are swappable depending on matchup. It's a potential death lineup. All right, so that's a lot of players here, but he's saying that group of players, and you just figure out what combination you like best depending on the matchup. Death lineup.
Ain't no death in that. I don't know.
I think you could die in that one. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I think the Pelicans would die in that one prospect. I think the Pelicans would die in that one prospect. I ain't gonna lie, my dog.
My thing with Fears is that any lineup Fears is in, you almost gotta have him with the basketball because he is because he's not a spacer yet. He's not really shooting the basketball, and his gifts are with the ball. This young, you know.
Yeah, at this stage, yeah.
Yeah, you know, at this stage, I would like more space-friendly options out there, and I think Saddiq Bey should probably be thrown in this mix as well. But appreciate you, my dog. Let's see what else we got, and we will end here. Should Trey Murphy have ownership of the offense?
You don't have to have ownership, but he should have a little stake in that motherfucker. I say that. Like he should have at least a piece of it versus like. I'm a total afterthought over here, and the ball don't even make its side to the court. No, not you, prospect. I was saying the team would die. You know, you're my dog. That the lineup would die.
Prospect, you put his life on the line.
Yeah, I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking about the team. I just think
you might die. Right?
I think that lineup way too small, bro. I think I really think you gotta at least try to do some shit and see if it works. You haven't really even tried to give a motherfucker no open looks or draw him nothing. Like it's really inexplicable, to be honest.
See, go ahead, Lito. Go ahead.
He ownership. Like he should get the big piece of chicken sometime, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like.
You know, man.
Can I have a key? Fuck. Can I have a key?
I was having a conversation with my partner. So Rome Odunze, the wide receiver of the Bears, his dad was like basically complaining because Rome didn't catch a pass Sunday. Bears won like 48, so whatever it was. He didn't catch a pass. He's the best receiver on the team. And it's like, damn, like you scored 48 points and you didn't get catch. Like y'all didn't throw me like the screen. And it's like, It's tough, bro, because it's like, yo, like we won the game or whatever, right? I'm happy. I'm all about the team. I do all the little shit or whatever. But like, damn, like the quarterback, like Caleb Williams had 2 catches. You couldn't find a way to give me like any opportunity to touch the ball. I'm not asking you to for me to get 10, 15 targets, but damn, like I don't get 1 catch, 1 opportunity, like at all.
Yeah.
I get like the fact that you got to be a team player and everything and Trey. But if I'm Trey, I guess the point is I can't just look up at the box score and see 3 people, 2 of them being role players and 2 of them that just got here with more shots than me consistently. Like, damn, like run up a quick play for me. Something, say something, coach.
Tell you something though. Go ahead, Lito.
Go ahead.
David Ruffin sung My Girl. He sung Ain't Too Proud to Beg. David Ruffin got some hits. Sometimes, Trey, you gotta be David Ruffin, dog. You can't just always be like, I'm happy to be here. Sometimes, like, I need to get that shot.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, brother. I need to get that shot, bro. Like, fuck going on around here? Sometimes you gotta throw your weight around here, dog. Like, it is what it is. And Showtime, we ain't asking this of Willie Green. You gotta ask this of Trey. But what they gonna do? Say fuck out of here? And if your teammate saying fuck out of here, now you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And when you get the ball, don't pass that motherfucker. Trey got the rebound about 2 times tonight, didn't pass the ball and shot it. I need to see more of it.
And that's the problem. That's the thing. That's the issue when the ball isn't moving and you don't have an organization, is that certain guys, as soon as they get the fucking ball, are not going to want to pass the ball because I'm not going to see it again.
Yep.
Like,
that take trust.
Yeah. I'm gonna find you, but take trust, y'all. But we won, y'all. We got one.
Yeah, there you go. Pelicans won 2 in a row. Your New Orleans Pelicans. They get a chance to go for 3 in a row, 3-peat. Saturday against the Spurs. Queen Wemby Part 2 in San Antonio. We appreciate y'all, man. All 400, 500, 600 of y'all, man. They popped in, man. You still got time to hit the like button as we close. As always, you can find us live at the game, and you know to be here for the Sunday show, man. So for myself, for Lito, for Five, for Chaz, we will holler at y'all Saturday. Pels win again. See y'all there.
Yeah.